Just as she was about to burst into tears, a voice spoke from behind her. "Well, well, well, who do we have here?" As Adaeze was carried away by the powerful wind, she found herself swirling through the clouds, tossed and turned like a leaf in a storm. She screamed and cried, but her pleas were drowned out by the roaring wind. After what seemed like hours, Adaeze landed with a thorn on the ground. She rubbed her eyes and looked around, finding herself in a strange and unfamiliar place. The sky above was a swirling mass of a dark cloud, and the ground beneath her feet felt cold and hard. Fear gripped Adaeze's heart as she realized she was no longer in her village. Where was she? And how would she ever find her way back home? Just as she was about to burst into tears, a voice spoke from behind her. "Well, well, well, who do we have here?" Adaeze turned around to see a strange creature standing before her. It was tall and slender, with long horns protruding from his head and glowing eyes that seemed to pierce right through her. "Who are you?" Adaeze asked, her voice trembling. The creature grinned wickedly. "I am the guardian of the underworld," it replied. "And you, my dear, have trespassed into my domain." Adaeze's heart stunk. She had heard stories of the other world, a mysterious realm where spirits and creatures beyond imagination dwelled. Was this where she had ended up? The guardian of the other world approached Adaeze, his eyes gleaming with mischief. "You have stolen from the gods and disrespected their offerings," he said. "For that, you must pay the price." Adaeze pleaded for mercy, promising to make amends for her actions. But the guardian merely laughed, his laughter echoing through the dark realm. "You will have to redeem yourself," it said, "but it will not be easy. You must embark on a quest to right the wrongs you have committed and prove yourself worthy of forgiveness." With that, the guardian disappeared into the shadows, leaving Adaeze alone in the strange and airy otherworld. With a heavy heart and a newfound determination, Adaeze set off on her quest, knowing that her journey would be filled with danger and challenges beyond imagination. But she was determined to make amends for her past mistakes and find her way back home, no matter what it took. As Adaeze ventured deeper into the unknown land, she encountered strange creatures and eerie sights that made her heart race with fear. Yet, she pressed on, driven by a newfound sense of humility and a desire to make amends for her past actions. Suddenly, the guardian of the lost appeared before her once again. Her presence both comforting and unsettling. "You are still unrepentant, my dear," she said, her voice tinged with disappointment. "You are working in my colony like you own it. Do you want me to send the vultures to feast on you this minute? Please, don't, wise one." Tears welled up in Adaeze's eyes as she fell on her knees. "Will you help me?" she pleaded, with her voice trembling with fear and regret. The guardian let out a quiet laugh, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Now you understand," she said. "I warned you that your behavior would lead to trouble." Suddenly, the guardian transformed into the old woman from the market road, the one whose fruits Adaeze had stolen. Adaeze gasped with shock and horror, realizing the gravity of her actions. "I am so sorry, wise one. Please forgive me," Adaeze cried, her voice filled with remorse. But before she would utter another word, the old woman disappeared into the mist, leaving Adaeze feeling more terrified and alone than ever before. Just when Adaeze thought all hope was lost, the old woman reappeared again, this time bearing a basket of fruits. "Come, eat, my child. You must be very hungry," she said gently. Adaeze hesitated, still reeling from the shock of the old woman's transformation. "I don't want to eat," Adaeze whispered, her voice barely audible. The old woman sat down beside Adaeze, her eyes filled with compassion. "You belong to me now, Adaeze. Together, we will live in this place," she said. Adaeze's heart raced with fear and uncertainty. "Please, wise one, I want to go home. I am so sorry for everything. Please help me," Adaeze pleaded, her voice choked with emotion. The old woman smiled. "Time will tell, my dear. Time will tell," she said cryptically, as they disappeared into the mist together, leaving Adaeze to wonder what lay ahead of her in her journey of redemption. Adaeze was left there, alone for 2 days. She encountered so much from the different creatures. Fear gripped her, but she couldn't move any further due to fear of the unknown and the anger of the old woman. She cried bitterly, wept, and asked the gods for forgiveness. Yet, no help came. On the 3rd day, the old woman came back. I thought the village tyrant must have found her way out of my domain. Little girl, stand up. Follow me, let's go home. The others are waiting for you. Others? Adaeze wondered. But Adaeze, without hesitation, followed her, and finally got to the old woman's hut. It was the creepiest thing she has ever seen. "This is home," the old woman said. "Relax, feel free, and learn."